Hey, it's Trey, the boy from Just Press Play. I have a question for gays. What's brewing today?
Introducing Trey from Just Press Play.
Suck a dick. It's Pride Month.
Ooh, she came in real hot on that. And give that man some water. So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report. Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It is Auntie Carell.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. What's up, everyone? Happy motherfucking Pride Month.
Hey,
suck
it's
dick. Suck
Oh,
dick.
oh.
Go. Suck dick. Hey, look.
All in
come
your
on
face.
now.
All in your face. Oh, sorry. and Communitea, it was funny. Right before we got done, Trey was like, hold on, let me introduce him first. Y'all see on the screen already, damn it. But if not, if you just listen to the audio files out there, we have Trey from Just Press Play on Minoritea Report this week.
Hey. Look, I already feel happy, comfy, and special.
I love that. I
and
love that.
you were literally just saying, can we cuss?
Right, I know. That's what I was going to say.
We nasty. And right out the gate, I'm talking about sucking dick. Like,
off the gate.
Didn't last all of 30 fucking seconds on the podcast.
I know. I'm sitting here like, okay.
Yeah, it happens. It happens every time. That's what I was gonna say too. I was like, damn, we ain't even make it through the intro.
It'd be like that.
Oh Lord,
I really do.
But shout out to L2 from Just Press Play as well. Hey boo, he has some things to tend to, but we'll get him back on here. Both of y'all are welcome anytime, so this won't be the last time we see y'all. But how you been? How's the lead up to Pride going? How's summer treating you? How's 2026 treating you? We outside of the crazy that we already know.
Yeah, it's a whirlwind. Trying to block that out a little bit. I'm in the midst of trying to figure out how to make money.
Yes,
I was laid off from my job in October, and there were some checks that were had, and then some more checks from the government, and then eventually those checks run out. So I'm here in New York, but there is a possibility that I may move home to Maryland and take a year to regroup with a job, potentially.
Yes.
Let's pray about it. So,
Amen.
And will.
Then, I'm sitting here in my room. I can see the city out my window. Honey, I want to have a fun summer. Yeah. And I do feel like there is some power of manifestation. I believe in that magic.
Yes.
And I do feel a summer of fun and intentional fun, right? Because I'm also be working, my life situation.
Yeah,
I gotta have the balance. But yeah, the weather has been giving us a little,
just a little.
And then
it's like, let me put my jacket back on.
Now get your ass in the house.
Ooh, not too much.
Not too much.
I feel like that's what we've been experiencing with the weather so far. But
it's so true.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm optimistic. I'm happy to be here. I'm doing good.
That's good to hear, love.
I love it. By the way, I have a question. What's your sign?
Pisces.
Hey, Pisces.
Okay. Are you a Pisces too?
Yes, ma'am.
See, y'all threw me off, and I ain't gonna call you out on your podcast, but there was a little mix-up on the start time. I was gonna do a little more research. I didn't have time to do the research on the girl, so I'm going in. I'm walking in blind. Okay, but I'm not gonna need no ammo. I feel, you know what I mean. But yes, Amen. Pisces, and I'm a Pisces.
Down. Yeah.
Emotional, dreamy.
Yeah,
Pisces.
I'm right there with
I love
you.
it.
What day?
March 17th.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the 7th. I'm March 7th. So yeah, so right
very
there.
Close. What about you, Jarrell?
I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going probably more. I was thinking maybe you're a Libra, just because you have like that balance, and your energy is very, stoic and kind of calm as well too. But you're like, I want to have fun, but I also need to make money. Like that balance.
Yeah.
So I was like, which sign's a little bit more balanced? Because I'm all work over here. She got a girl who got 13 jobs. So
got 13 jobs. I think I love you.
I've been that person. I feel. I mean, I still fight that now I mean, y'all have a podcast, and I'm sure you do other things.
Yes.
It's just, if you believe in it, I'm gonna give this my all, because I don't have any regret to be like looking back. Not that I see failure in the future, but girl, I need to be able to say like I put not just my foot, I put my calf and my ankle and my knee and my thigh. I put my whole leg in it.
Yes,
before
man.
I give up. So I feel
if you're gonna do it, do it. That's what I always say. If you're gonna do it, then fucking do it. If not, move out the fucking way.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy, Trey. Before you jumped on, Carell and I were talking. I was literally saying something very similar, because I'm starting my own app, so I can have my own business, my own. You know, because very much like you, I don't want to have any regrets. I want to make sure that by time 20 years from now, I'm in my 50s, going on my 60s, that, you know, I'm comfortable. You know, I want to be poolside, you know, with my own crib in Palm Springs, you know, hanging out, having a good old time.
Okay.
You know, so instead of waiting for people to make space for me and to, you know, make my dreams come true, I said, I'm gonna make that shit happen myself.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
I can say I love a specific fantasy, and mind you, y'all gonna have to tell me to shut up if you try to move on. I'll keep going on a tangent until
you're gonna fit right on in.
I love a specific fantasy, right? He's like, it's not just poolside. I'm poolside at my house in Palm Springs. Maybe I'm drinking a pina colada out of a pineapple.
There's a margarita, absolutely. A frozen strawberry margarita, absolutely. Yep.
Heard. So.
Yeah, I know that's right. Right. But that kind of actually leads me to the first question that I wanted to ask. And like, the question is separate than actually maybe what you kind of always stated, like the layoff that you had and the clip that you posted actually kind of went viral. That's actually how I think I first saw who you and L were, like from that clip. And I was like, oh, hold on, I like these folks. Follow.
Oh, I love to hear that. Yes.
Yeah. But, and for Community, if you don't know, like the clip, and maybe Trey, you explained it better than I, like the clip that I saw was you literally walking out, it seemed like, of the CBS building, and had just got laid off because of the whole DEI of this administration hating it. Seemingly CBS, and I don't know how, I'm trying to watch my wording, laid off a lot of the black folk, the black and brown folk at the company. And so like you were just kind of reiterating that on the clip. So that's maybe not the question at hand. That's maybe the foundation, but at least to the question, do you think, and if you don't want to answer, tell me, Carell, no, I ain't going to fuck up my future money. Do you think legacy brands like a CBS, like an NBC and ABC are important for folks that look like us today? Do we still need those legacy media companies, or are there enough lanes to potentially create our own tables, even though some of the social media tables are still the same white dudes at the top? Are there enough avenues, or do we still need both at this point in time?
It's an interesting question. I have a lot of thoughts because I do believe in the idea of culture and a counterculture that requires a mainstream. Otherwise, I mean, basically it's like, do we still need the mainstream media? And in a way, if they're pushing all of us out anyway and are saying that we are not good enough to work there, maybe we should not consider them good enough to watch. But at the same time, I do think that there are organizations that do real journalism and important reporting. CBS at times has been among them. But aside from that, NCIS 1,000,001, Survivor season 3003, honey, nobody. That's the thing about media, though. Nobody needs that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you could say, oh, this show saved my life because I saw myself represented, or it inspired me, or this. There's no probably one piece of media, movie, film, book, TV series that is necessary for survival. We're getting to different levels of needs. These are not the basic ones. So
right.
It's just, I don't know. Do we need them? We don't need them. Don't sell your shit. That's one thing. I feel like that's not part of my fantasy.
Yeah.
When I'm sitting there with my pina colada and the pineapple, next to Jarrell.
You're right.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all ain't about to leave me out. I'm gonna be there too, ho.
Look.
Shit, got my Speedo ready and packed.
Dewan, other Jarrell, whoever. It's gonna be a party.
Yes.
But it will not be because I made my baby into a giant and then sold it to somebody. Like, I'm gonna keep me and my co-host Elle and our producer Danilo have something special.
Right.
And we know it, and people are catching on, and we're gonna build it. Like the
Pull over there, that's too fast. Pull over there, that's too fast. That's like a judge. That's like what? And then hoe got more booty in the bud.
You know what? That's the right thing to do. I'm always like, don't piss me off today.
Like, they were just saying, what up, Trina? That's all they were saying.
Yes. But yeah, I would say I don't need them no more.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, like, because like when it occurred, that's like the first thing I thought when I saw it. I was just like, clearly they're not wanting our representation or our knowledge or our presence or anything that we have to offer. Are there just enough avenues now? And it may be harder. It may take longer. We might not have as much cash flow immediately and things like that, because there are just, what it comes down to is just the immediate cash flow of things that makes it maybe a little easier for things to pop off. But it's just like, if they don't want us, why we going back? Like, they got rid of the last black person that maybe you would watch on CBS with Queen Latifah and the Equalizer. Now that shit gone too. It's like, well, damn, what else they on there? Like, I haven't watched a CBS thing in so long. So that's what kind of made me think. I was like, do we need these legacy brands anymore? Or can enough of us make our own, and it is what it is? I don't know.
Yeah, I do think one of the things you'll miss, or if I were to stop watching all streamers or whatever, I mean, there are things that money can buy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the budget is going to give you the budget. And unfortunately, we don't always be having a budget. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
So like, I do think, because many of us who, like, you have taste in what you consume, and like you may crave, bitch, I want the cinematography, I want the big star, I want this, I want that you're not always going to get from more independent creators. So I don't know. Right. I would never tell anyone like, oh, and it was never my goal to be like, boycott CBS or whatever. I'm like, make your own choice. I'm not watching them motherfuckers. But as for me, honey, Netflix, Apple, Hulu, whoever, anyone else, even though, hey,
if you got to pay a nice paycheck, I'll come on over.
all these rich people are in a similar place.
Birds of a feather. True. They know each other.
Birds of a feather. They know each other. That's a new phrase. That's an updated phrase. They in the group chat.
Yeah, they in the group chat.
Yeah. You chat and sending memes. CBS, if you want to pay me $250,000 to come do something, you know, you can talk.
Exactly.
You know,
absolutely. Like,
unfortunately,
that's the thing. Is like, don't fuck up your bag, and that's why I just wanted to kind of preface it saying, like, if it fucks up a future bag, say, Carell, shut up, because I understand that there's still maybe down the line someone that maybe you had a great relationship with that would say, hey, Trey, hey, Carell, hey, Jarrell, hey, Dewan, whatever. Like, we're looking for this particular situation. We know maybe there's a bad taste in your mouth and things like that. What do you think? And you just cross those avenues when you cross them. Kind of like how Lizzo, I'm not sure, sell that baby back ribs Lizzo commercial where she's like, I would never do a Chili's baby back ribs commercial. And then she go, you paying me how much? And then she breaks out, I got my baby back. It dropped today. It's hilarious. It is like a dope little jingle for the Chili's. But it's like, we know that just to kind of maybe get to the next step, that sometimes you might have to take a step back to get 2 steps forward and things like that. So it's an interesting perspective to have, and especially for yours that it went so viral that, like you have a unique insight, maybe view of just like the avenues and the landscape that's currently going on in this country.
Yeah. I mean, I think it will happen.
Yeah.
They're going to want me back, and we'll see if I can stand on business in the moment.
Hey,
or
I
not.
get it. Hey, I get it. How did Just Press Play come about?
You know, Elle had a podcast called Queer Late Night. And I think at the time I was probably working at CBS or Apple TV at the time, like with a big institution, but I was obsessed with what he was doing, just talking to people in the nightlife space in New York City. And I thought he had like a great personality. We were introduced by a mutual friend, and he one day invited me to come watch his podcast. And I guess the easy way to say it is that I was a fan of Elle. And I was like, we should do a podcast. Like, let's do a podcast together. And so he was down. He's always been a down ass bitch. Like, yes, let's do it. Because as soon as we met, the more time, it didn't happen overnight, but it really came from our friendship. Like, we were friends first. And the more I got to know him, the more I just like admired his talent and his nerve. Like I was talking about, not a damn budget. Like, I'm just gonna go out here and do it, and I'm gonna teach myself. Mind you, like I went to journalism school, so I had like some knowledge of cameras and microphones and producing and that sort of thing. He just taught himself. And so I guess I was inspired by that. He was inspired by the fact that I had all this knowledge and experience. And so when we started doing the podcast, and I've had a podcast before when I was in DC. It was called More Wine Please, where basically I would invite different millennials on to basically like complain about their job.
That's DC. That's DC of you. That's the place to do it.
And I was like, we're not doing pop culture. We're going to do politics. I was like, girl, nobody wanted to hear it.
Girl, we tired.
But so, yeah, me and Elle just always had so much fun doing the show. And it didn't matter. Like, the show you see today is so different from what we initially did. And then season 2, we added guests, and then no guests again, and then fields. It's just like, it's been really, I mean, Just Press Play. It's been like a playground for us to just be friends and be creative and have fun. And I think I realized that it's no different than doing the news at CBS or making a movie or writing a book or a script or anything like that. Like, there's no industry. There's just you and what you have and like what you can do with the talents you're given. And I feel like fulfilled by it. So I don't know, we just sat down and figured it out later. Literally didn't know what it was going to be called. Didn't know really what it was going to be about. We were originally going to call it the first 30 minutes, because we were just going to have a conversation, 30 minutes, cut, put it out. But then somebody said something about like, just press record. Like, what, like, fuck it, just hit record. And then somebody said, just press play. Like, just the viewers will just press play and blah, blah, blah. And so it just kind of came from there. Cool, child.
I love
I'm
that.
like, you're going to have to shorten.
No, absolutely. Well, see, and here's the thing. The moment you talked about, originally doing it for 30 minutes, we used to have 2-hour-long ass episodes.
Did.
Okay. So when you said 30 minutes, I was like, could never. Never. Okay. We'd send each other a list like, hey, here's the things we're going to talk about the episode. The first 40 minutes ain't got nothing to do with nothing on that goddamn list. Nothing. And we will have a whole episode before we even press record. So the way like we just be gabbing, and to your point too, with you and Elle having that friendship and it just, really growing from that friendship. That's why our episodes tend to be so long, because you're just getting to see friendships like happen in real time. And I love when other people do that as well too, because we talked about this last week. I have acquaintances and I got friends in Seattle. Okay. But not a whole bunch. Okay. Like my girls, I see virtually every single week. These are my girls, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't have a lot of those level of folks here that I see and talk to on a weekly basis. Everybody is like, I'll see you next month. I'll see you, when I see you. I'll see you whenever I go to that club on the same day of the same week, like that's it. So it's nice to have that moment with two people that I love and adore so much, because it's also like a little less lonely, because life can be ghetto. Adulting is a fucking lot. And it's just nice to just be like in the thick of it and be like, girl, you see me? Because I see you. Okay, good. We still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And talking about everything and nothing at the same time. And I think that's why I enjoy it, because like I think maybe that's why I connected to the show, because it reminded me a little bit of us. It's just like they ain't talking about nothing, but they talking about everything at the same time. And seeing that friendship and that nuance. And yes, there's many times you talk about the politics and there's things going on in your life and being laid off and things like that. And so it is serious, but it's not serious at the same time. And that's what I enjoy so much. And I think that's how we learn about you two, just throughout the course of the episodes. You don't have to sit here and be like, oh, today on 60 Minutes, No, just talk about, bitch, you ain't getting water if you come into my house. Like, it is what it is. Yes, and we're going to talk about that too.
I knew this moment would come.
Hey, man, it's got to be talked about. And actually, we're going to talk about it right now. I'm going to grab me a sip of water because I got my own damn water. When you said that, and when y'all posted that, did you think it was going to blow up the way it did? And then, no, I'm just going to say that first, and then we'll get to the part B questions after.
I just thought it was like it wasn't even part of the episode. It was literally something I just said offhand at the start of the episode. And it wasn't until after we edited and put it together that we were just trying to decide, okay, what clips are we going to do? And it was L's suggestion. He was like, I think you should do the water one, just offhand. And so posted it. And of course, I had no idea. You never fucking know what's going to blow up. I can talk about PEPFAR and HIV restrictions and the Supreme Court and, gender identity ban. But the girls are going to lock in on the water.
On the parch.
And, yeah, that's what I will say about that.
It was hilarious to me because I never maybe just thought about it. Like I just thought it was just like one of those things. Like, and let me preface this: I'm just an old ass married broad at this point, so nobody coming into my house at all. But back in the day, when maybe some company would be in and out, I just thought it was always just a nice thing to do. It's just like it's not one thing or the other. It's like if they thirsty, they thirsty. I don't want you getting a cramp. So it is what it is.
You get a glass of water before and after, because I want to make sure that you hydrated, because you getting to work.
I understand. I think what people are missing is that it, if you're coming to my place for a hookup and you ask for water, baby, why are you thirsty? It's a joke, honey. That's a joke, baby. Come on. That's funny. Come on.
It is.
But the truth is, listen, and I really was never gonna try and explain myself, because once you start trying to explain, that's when you get whatever.
Yeah.
But really, it stems from this man who I could not get to leave. And I just started tracing it back, and I was like, you know what? I knew from the moment that you took that water and plopped down on my couch that you was not over here about business. Because now you sitting up in my bed talking about some... So, is that Bell Hooks over there you're reading? All About Love? Oh my God, I love that book. Oh my God, I would love for you to get out.
Amen.
Because this was not a date. Oh my God, I feel very strongly about this, actually. But Yes, of course. I always offer the people water. It's like, and that's the only thing, this has taught me a lot about the world that I am entering into, because I can't say that it doesn't hurt a little bit when people start saying who raised him, because now you're talking about my mother, and I don't like that. But then you have to remember that the person who said the water thing, is not real.
Right.
Like, I am real, but that is a clip on the internet. The words that were typed in the comments are not real. Those are just characters, ones and zeros, in the code. And nothing, I saw a quote somewhere that said, just know that if somebody says something and they don't name you or know you directly, don't take it personal. It's not personal. And
it really ain't.
What they see is really not even connected to me as a person. So I'm like, you know what? Let the internet be the internet. Y'all have fun.
Internet.
I can play the villain for a hot second. I don't mind.
Look, Oscar nominated at that. Don't play.
Who, me? Oh, who, me?
Could be. Look, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it, ain't you?
Do it if you got to do it.
Would like to be. Would like to be.
She said Viola.
But that's I wish that was something that everyone learned when it comes to being on the internet. Like, I didn't understand that until, fortunately, being part of the podcast, not to take offense to the outside noise, which is literally just outside noise, because them people don't know you. As vulnerable as I am, and as outward and honest and in my truth as I am, that still doesn't give anyone control over actually understanding who I am or truly knowing me. You just get to hear what honestly I decide to show, which, lucky for me, is everything, because I don't want nobody being like, well, you said this and now you're doing this. No, I am who I am, and I mean what I said. But I just know so many people, especially like our young people, who use the internet on a regular basis, that don't hear that lesson. That just because they have access to you don't mean that they know you,
right.
And understanding that there are different levels of access, and you give people what you want to give them. And if you want to give them that, that energy and that connection to your emotions, that's something you are giving, as well as the presence that you're having on the internet as well too. So I like that.
Yeah. And it's just a moment in time. Like, that's the weird thing about, I guess, the internet and podcasting and things like that. It's literally just a 10-second point in the greater scheme of life. That's how I felt right then and there. 10 minutes from now, 10 years from now, I might not feel the same. Maybe I will feel the same. Your ass ain't getting this. You ain't doing this. I said what I said. But I think sometimes people misconstrue just that one moment and that one clip or whatever, that one statement, to be the totality of one's being. And that's not true.
Yeah.
And so that's the weird thing about maybe some of this internet stuff and just content and blah, blah, blah. It's just like people think that's like the totality of your being. And it's like, no, you got literally a glimpse, a sliver of my whole being, and you missed the joke of the whole thing at that. So,
because how many of them did the work to go actually listen to the whole episode to get the true context of who you are and what was said to begin with?
Yeah.
No, they just stay right there at the clip, and they think they know everything based off the clip. Like, someone didn't learn how to share their work when it came to doing homework.
I mean, exactly. I'm a nice fella. I don't know. It's like, I mean no harm, honey. But it's nice too that there's always going to be, you did something effective.
Yes.
If people are divided. You said something, because same thing with the CBS. It's not like it was all nice support. You had people on the right, like, calling me all kinds of racist names. 4 million views, right?
Yeah.
That's just on TikTok. So, it made it over to the other side of Twitter.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somehow I didn't learn the lesson then, because I felt like I had very proud of how I had represented myself. But this
here's the thing, though.
I'm sitting here. Go ahead.
Don't let them change, though, and maybe this is just advice from me and take it or leave it, but don't let it change how you speak freely either, though, because you're just being yourself and you're being honest in what you're presenting out there as well. And that's what, at least for me, lures folks to you and to your all show. So it's like, it's easy sometimes to be like, damn, okay, I'm protecting myself, so I ain't gonna say this because normally I would say it this way, and now they're gonna take it. Fuck all that. It is what it is. Like, we need your perspective, and that's what I love about podcasting and things like that. Like, when we started, we're like, we just need the spectrum of folks that look and sound like us. So continue to speak your speak and talk your talk. Don't censor it with the thought of like, damn, what these folks gonna say to me today? They're gonna say something nonetheless. So, like, that's maybe just my perspective. Just like, keep doing you, because that's what's, at least for me, what lured me to you, to want to follow you and hear your perspective and things like that. So,
heard, yeah.
They
gonna
anyways,
say
they going to, they do, and they will.
Let them chirp.
Well, you know, let's maybe go to a little lighter moment. We've asked every guest leading into Pride this season this particular question, just because, again, people be trying to take joy and all this shit, and no, you ain't gonna take all of it. We still proud about certain things. So going into Pride season this season, what are you proud about? And it could be jovial or it could be deep.
I mean, it is related to this layoff, right? That it was kind of a blow, but it was really, honestly, someone opening the gates and saying, go to your destiny, which is not in that place. And I am, like, proud of some of the things I've already done, you know, like putting Black queer people at the forefront of my work. Like, I made a short film about the House of Marciano and the Kiki scene. By the way, it's going to be showing at Frolic Festival.
Hey.
Festival this year.
Yeah. Okay.
And the Harlem Hip Hop Festival in August. So
I love that.
It's the podcast, like I said, it feels like we rumbling, like ready to erupt. Like, so I'm just proud to be grateful, even to be Black and queer. Like, you know, and here and alive and spreading joy, but also being in your face. Bitch, I'm here.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right.
And no, I won't shut up. So
proud of that. I love it. That's very much my same energy as well. The latter part of that, you know, that boop, that's very much me. Hence why my nickname is Auntie Hennessy. You know, I be
Auntie Hennessy Jarrell.
Yeah.
God, so you the brass of the group.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. These two are already prepared to be my one phone call. Like,
we got the money. We got the money on the side, because we're like, one day we might just have to get her out.
Yeah. But you're pretty though, so you don't be getting hit.
I float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, baby. When I tell you I be on my feet. I'm quick with it.
Okay, word.
Yeah, chill. And I'm still the person to be like, and here's my address. Pull up if you want to. I'm waiting for you. Me and Marcus sitting right here at the door waiting for you.
I forgot about Marcus.
That's my code piece. That I keep strapped with me. So come through if you want to.
That's your little Bonnie Clyde, like who?
He's like, oh, pew pew.
Yeah.
Pew, pew.
Come on through.
He said, me and Marcus ready. I'm so done. Oh man, you made me forget what I was about to ask. Oh, I was gonna move on. I had a moment yesterday, and I'm gonna see if y'all know the answer. I had a moment yesterday that I realized, as many times I had listened to this one song, that I really actually did not know the words. And I had to look on Apple Music while it was playing. I was like, what the hell are they saying here? Because I'm just mumbling. And I've listened to this song thousands of times.
You already know the answer. You already know I don't know. What song is it?
Lose My Breath. What are they saying in the chorus? Do you know what they're saying?
Can you keep
Make me lose my breath.
Lose my breath.
See, y'all don't know either.
Like in my head, it's like, can you keep up, baby boy?
Baby boy, make me lose my. What they say next?
Keep me noise. I'm gonna lose my breath.
See, I'm glad I'm not the only one telling on myself today.
Honestly, they were just repeating themselves. Like,
no, they said, I got to pull it back up so I don't forgot already. They say, can you keep up? Baby boy, make me lose my breath. Bring the noise, make me lose my breath. Hit me hard, make me lose my. I had no clue that's what the hell they were saying. And you know, you got to do that.
And now we'll never forget.
Had no clue. Had no clue at all.
Damn.
But
I was at the gym laughing at myself because I was like, because I just caught myself because I was like, make me lose my breath. Then I was like, hold on. I don't know what the fuck they saying.
I know there's so many songs like that, honestly. What would you do if your son was at home crying all alone in the bedroom floor because he's hungry? Wait.
And
the only way to feed
him is to sleep with a man for a little bit of money. Daddy's home somewhere in the lockdown and out of jail now. Wait,
I ain't got no job now or something like that.
That's the part I don't know.
Didn't he say smoking crack now in and out of lockdown?
Yeah.
I ain't got no.
I think that's what it is.
I ain't got no job now.
Yeah, it's literally smoking crack. Yeah,
smoking crack in the booth. Going in the booth and saying smoking crack now like it's a feel-good song.
In and out of lockdown. Yeah.
Choices were made.
Amen.
Very much.
But we were singing or at least mumbling the shit out that song too.
Like we knew something. Like
I knew what smoking crack was all about. Bitch, sit your ass down.
I know.
I didn't know nobody smoking no damn. At least not that I knew of.
The only person I knew smoking crack was Whitney. So, and I know it like that.
No, crack is cheap.
Crack is whack. It's cheap. I never done that.
It's baby. She said, I make too much money for that.
That's right.
Who the fuck says that? How's that your response? You said, I make too much money for that. That is such a hard-ass statement.
She handled her, though.
And did. Said, Diane, you going to stop playing in my face like this.
Because Diane, why are you trying to embarrass me?
See, that's why we don't need CBS. Right there. Been known. No, we don't need that. Playing in my face. So I'm glad community don't. I'm still in the Beehive. I was in the Beehive before y'all even knew what the Beehive motherfucking was. I'm 42 motherfucking years old. I've been in there, so shut up.
Are you like choreo Beehive?
I am.
I be pretending like I can hit a little something, but Drell probably the better dancer than me. So
yeah, I'm definitely the one who makes sure before the concert comes, I'm watching the music videos. I literally have every single visual for every Beyonce song downloaded and saved to my phone. That is what I watch on the airplane. I literally watch Lemonade. I watch Homecoming. Like it's just Beyonce on the plane. Like and it's like I've never seen it. Every time I watch it.
Not a movie, not a
no.
Just wow. That is next level Beehive.
Yeah, very much so. And I'm waiting because on Monday, y'all will see I'm posting my Renaissance clip from the Beehive right there. Like,
there she is.
Mm-hmm. Parkwood posted me. Here it is. Here's my little Parkwood post. Boop.
You were the one in the crowd with her outfit on. She was like, she has my outfit on already.
And no, wait. You know what's so crazy about that? I was just listening to Homecoming and I was singing it word for word, even the part, how did you do that so fast? Y'all, she got my outfit on. Like I'm so Beehive. I sang that and to the song. Like
yo, I don't think people give Beyonce enough credit for Homecoming. I mean, I know it was a big thing, but it's one of the few things that I have watched multiple times. Just because I gag every time she comes down that runway. Dun, 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 dun. It's just
and wore that outfit for 30 seconds, said, okay, I got a new one coming. Like, that outfit was so fire, but then she's like, you know what, I'm done with it.
I mean,
done with it.
It is so good. And the best part about it too is that like she gave us almost like it's an album of remixes. Like the songs that we know and that we love have been redone and with new life and new air. Like if I want to hear I Care, I listen to the Homecoming I Care because I love that version of I Care versus the version from 4. you know, like it's just like the songs are just different on there. Like
and I love Pink Homecoming because I love Beyonce in a high ponytail. Half ponytail. It's my favorite look of Beyonce every fucking besides like the Deja Vu, which she got up in like a little French road twist thing with the bangs, and I love that look on her too. But anytime she in a fucking pony, it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It is fab. She's gonna give you a whole new look, a whole new cut.
And hopefully it's today, the day we're recording this, May 27th on a Wednesday, so you know it drops on Mondays. The internet been saying the last 6 months that May 29th is going to be the day. I don't know now. I think she's like, y'all, I ain't giving y'all shit because y'all trying to push me into this date now. But if it is this, you know what next week's episode is going to be about, so just leave us alone.
I mean, when's the last time Beyonce gave us something on a Friday? Like,
it's been a minute. She might just drop it on Thursday and say, fuck y'all hoes.
It's always rant, but also I'm also not keeping track. Like, I don't know, you know.
I spend too much time. I am not afraid to admit I spend too much of my waking hours, minutes, and seconds, baby.
On the conspiracy. Beyonce conspiracy theory is so good. Like, all them damn TikToks are so fucking good. I'm down the rabbit hole every day.
You know that meme of the black man laying in the dark with his light phone like this, looking before bed? That's me. Down the rabbit hole, okay? I'm watching those. Can you name the Beyonce song in 2 seconds?
And I'm on there too. You got it.
I knew it. Yeah. So my new fave is how they'll start singing some of the songs like you were just doing, and then they will stop the lyrics, but the song will keep going, and you gotta sing with it. And I'm like,
I'm like,
but I always jump back in. I jump back in the right spot though. I do butcher the words. But when I did come back, I'll be right back on it.
I know the melody, and I'll know the snare, I'll know the hi-hat and all that. So don't fuck with me with all that. But the words, I'm like, damn, I don't know them. I do not know them. This is number 7,422 times that I've done heard it. My bad.
So, Aunteas, I just want you all to be aware that you are, in fact, a part of a cult.
And is.
Do you need help?
No.
Think twice.
Because ain't nobody in the cult my cousin. So, you know what? There are worse cults out there. So...
Baby, we got one in the White House right now, so shit. As long as it ain't that level, I'm all right.
Yeah.
No, it's a cute little cult.
It's just a little cute one. Know. Just a cute one.
Yeah.
If they can do it, we can do it. Shit, fuck that.
Hey, ain't that a word? Ain't that a word? I know that's right. Well, anyway. All right, community. You know, every time we have a guest on, we do a little segment called Curiosity. So we're going to hop on in there just to get to know Trey a little more and just, you know, a little personal level and maybe a little non-personal. Who knows? Coming to the stage is Trey. What song is playing?
Oh. Well, the first one that came to mind for some reason is Knuck If You Buck, even though honestly, it's just to compensate, you know, you got to throw them for a loop a little bit, right? I'm not knucking bucking. I just want to let the music take care of the energy. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay, you set the mood.
If you buck. I'm coming on a stage, but Knuck and Buck could make the girls fight. Let's rewind.
You said it's too early to be fine. I just got here.
Yes. You better not get my shit shut down, honey.
Right.
What song would be playing? Let's go to the next question. I need to think about it.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
I'm going to have the girls fighting at my show. We need to revisit it.
Wawa or 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven.
Okay, that's what's up.
I think Wawa. I was expecting Disney World.
Wawa?
The way the girls talk about Wawa. I actually made a video about, Wawa.
I saw that.
Yeah. I was like, girl, these burnt hot dogs and these little subs wing. I was like, I don't know what. I was like, this is a gas station.
Amen. So I moved to Philadelphia 4 years ago, and the same thing happened to me. They're like, "Oh, have you been to Wawa?" I'm like, "What the fuck is Wawa? What y'all say Wawa?"
I'm still waiting on the answer. What the fuck is Wawa?
It's an East Coast 7-Eleven.
Okay, yeah,
it's a gas station, but folks like love it, and like they have subs and food and all this stuff, and it's almost like a lowercase Buc-ee's.
You mean pussy?
They talk about it like it's a restaurant. Like when I was on a track team at Maryland, after practice one day, they
ran track.
I did.
What events you run? Wait. I was about to dang. I was gonna guess. Okay, so you ran the 1. I was gonna guess the 4.
If they made me on the relay, it wasn't really my thing. I was soft. Okay. I was like, girl, it burns.
The 4 is hard.
Yeah,
I can't. The 4, anything above 1, 2, really, I don't know how y'all do it. Especially because psychologically, girl, I'm not going around this thing twice. Like,
indoor is a lot. I don't like the 2 laps. Outdoor, the 4 I can do. It's just 1 lap. I can make it work. But indoor, I'm like,
There's too much curve.
No. My hamstring hurts.
Yeah. I'm actually running the gay games in Valencia.
Really?
And I'm running the 1, 2, and the 4.
Oh wow! Wait, did you run in college too?
I did not run in college. I ran in high school, and that's where my career stopped. But yeah.
Honestly, honey, it wasn't. I mean, I made some great friends, but I was running for money.
Yeah,
and that does a number.
That'll do it.
I was tired. Okay?
I bet you were. It's like, let me sit down. I got shin splints. Let me sit down.
Like, God, the senior year. God damn. Still running for money. But no, it was a blessing. It really was a blessing.
I love that. But Wawa is just a glorified gas station. And it's like a 7-Eleven in the Midwest, but they
talk about it like it's the best food ever, and you go and it's a gas station. And I'm like, you guys.
Word.
But I do understand because I had someone explain it to me. Like I went to Gunnison Beach.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all been there.
The Naked Beach. The Naked
Beach.
Yeah.
Someone ended up giving me a ride home, and we stopped at the Wawa on the way. And there was almost like a little let out at the Wawa. So I came to understand it's not the food. It's like
it does what it needs to do in the moment.
The ritual of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that. Food was fine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Beach or I said the same thing. I was like, oh, Wawa. What the fuck are y'all talking? A Wawa. I don't know what y'all saying. Beach or mountains?
Beach for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I've really ever been to a mountain.
Okay.
Like,
and you don't need to.
Right.
Yeah, because what else do you do at the mountain? Climb.
But also, like, I pay mortgage, so I'm gonna spend more money to be outside. Like, I'm spending money to be inside. So,
I don't know.
For me.
Yeah, the mountains. You want to do the mountains?
No.
I mean, I'd like to see a goat jump or something, but I don't know what else goes on up there. Like,
there's skiing and all that. So.
I've never been that girl.
Yeah, people be like, "You want to go skiing?" I'm like, never been.
Skiing is expensive.
It's expensive. I was like, I just want the outfit. That's all I want is the outfit and maybe some hot cocoa with some liquor in it.
Yeah. See, like so I take I don't consider skiing and snowboarding like being in the mountains. Because again, I'm out here in Washington, so being in the mountains is like hiking and shit, like doing the trails and camping.
Oh.
Like, so when we say mountains out here, that's what mountains to me means. But that's a very good point though, because mountains can mean like doing, skiing and snowboarding and stuff like that. But that shit is expensive as fuck. If you don't own your own shit, it's at minimum like $350, to rent and do a lift chair and all the rest of that. Nah, I'm just like I'm there to be in a chalet to drink.
Amen. I want to be nice little turtleneck on, nice little cool ski jacket. I want the moment like that, and that's about it.
Yes, I want the jacuzzi.
Amen.
Come on now. Look, okay. Look. I don't. You can miss me with them pizza and the fries bullshit. If it ain't real pizza and fries, I don't want it. That's what they say. Pizza and French fries. Yes. So if you want to slow down, they say pizza, and if you want to go faster, they say French fries.
Oh, I never knew that.
Look, I would be open to it if somebody wanted to sponsor it or a man wanted to sponsor it. You want to go skiing? Sure. I'm adventurous. I like it. But if I had to choose, I'm at the beach.
Yeah, I know that's right.
At least half
at the beach.
Without pina colada. Without a pina colada and a pineapple.
Hey, baby. Okay. I know that is right. Well, are you wearing a Speedo or are you wearing like a trunk at the beach?
It depends. I'm not going to do too much around these people's wives and families and kids and whatnot. If I'm at a resort beach or something like that, I'll like put my dick up, But if I'm out...
It's the reluctantly doing. I don't want it, but I guess.
I guess I'll put it away.
I guess. But if I'm out, dang! Did you see that?
Yeah.
Alma.
That just pissed me off so bad. Oh my god! But okay, yeah, I would. You Speedo.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if anything, probably not a thong. I see that's a thing now, but
yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah.
Got the little Speedo on. Okay. You were talking about wine earlier. Red wine or white wine?
Usually white wine. Red wine. She's a little like aggressive. Like, why are you fighting back? Like, I don't need all of that. Texture and warmth is just got a lot going on. It leaves the aftertaste. You leave my tongue red, honey. I'll take the white wine, a simple, chilled. Like I envision, spring, summer day, a little brunch. You'll have a little wine. But wine. I'll take a white wine, but I'm not a huge wine person.
Generally. Yeah. Okay. Uno or spades?
Uno. Obsessed with Uno. Spades.
Okay, but I want to know, what are your house rules, though? You got house rules, or do you follow the actual rules in that goddamn box?
So, again, I'm an adventurous person. I like to change the rules every round. Don't let the girls get comfortable. So, round, we can start with the basics. That way, there's no arguing, and then we can add rules as we go. Like, okay, now we're stacking. Now, the rule I learned most recently is cutting, to where you can, if you have the same number that was played, you can just play it whenever. And then the turn goes to the person to your left.
Yeah.
I love that shit because it's like, it's exciting, it's chaotic. We've all played Uno a million times. So if there's a way to spice it up, that's fab.
Okay.
Have you ever played where if you play a 7, you can swap hands with someone?
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, they have like these updated decks too.
Yeah.
That say swap hands, or you can make your
even
own
just with the
rules.
regular deck. So without doing the extra stuff, you can just use the regular Uno deck, and the 7 can just be the card that requires you to swap hands with someone. Or the 0, because it's a circle, then everyone rotates hands the direction that the cards are going. So if it's reversed, then everyone's going that way. So it's whatever is going. So those have been additional ways, because I do it very much like you. Add in additional rules, just kind of make it a little bit more fun there.
Okay. PB&J sandwich or turkey sandwich?
PB&J, even though I know it's not healthy, it's just sugar on sugar on sugar.
That's okay. It's delicious nonetheless. It's so good. One gots to go. B-Day, Renaissance, Beyonce.
Now, why one gotta go? What's going on?
One gots to go.
Is it a gun to my head or her head? What? Why?
Your head. Go? It just gots to go.
Why would you do this?
I know.
I'm just gonna pick one. I can't get rid of Renaissance. B-Day is too foundational. I love Beyonce so much personally, but I think I could let that go.
Okay.
If I had to. Fuck.
If I had, right?
What
Since you
do y'all
playing in
think?
my face.
I guess.
Yeah,
Ask me these funky ass questions. I mean,
Right.
Is that how, do I sound so begrudging? I'm like,
It's
always putting up a
guess.
fight. Right. So that I'm putting that on you now. Which one are you getting rid of? Now, yes, since y'all Beehive, the book.
Mine is I'd get rid of Beyonce.
I feel like you and I think your choice was great. So I'm gonna follow your lead.
No, mine is for sure Beyonce. B-Day's we did a bracket and it always comes down to B-Day Renaissance for me for my number 1 and 4. I love 4.
For number 1.
But those 3 are like my 3. So even though I love Beyonce, the album and the person, but the album, that one's got to go. It's got to go.
It's like if there was no B-Day, there is no.
Then what we have been doing?
Yeah,
if we can't go to Bella Noche, then what the fuck we can't we go?
The hell?
Like shit. That's how I look at B-Day. B-Day is Bella Noche for me.
I always felt so bad for them ladies. Like, damn, they was really stressed out. That's probably the only place to put your dancing shoes on and go out and have a good time. And they brought that drama from that wedding to the club into her. That was sad. And that is sad. That is sad. Girl, this is my only spot to shake these titties.
That's Why it. And y'all fucking it up.
Y'all are playing in my face.
It's like life and now it's life in here too. Damn it. Where the fuck can we go?
Not a wedding.
It's a word. Let's see here. We'll do a few more here. Jock or thong?
Like, well, okay, so
she just made that way deeper.
Telling yourself. I feel like you're about to tell on yourself. Go ahead, tell on yourself.
No, I was just gonna ask a question, but I'll just answer both. For myself, I would prefer a jock, what it does, how it lifts. On someone else, it is the same. Yeah, okay. I also prefer to see a man in a jock strap.
Okay,
there we go.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
We
did this one last week. Right.
Yeah.
Hey man, direct access. Let me stop. Thank you for finishing it.
Yep.
Because I'll be doing too much on here. I'll be watching it back. I'm like, Carell, like just shut up, Carell. Spit, sip, slurp. We introduced this one last week, and the girls were commenting, so we're gonna do it with you. Spit means you're throwing them away, you're killing them. Sip means married, or slurp means you're fucking. And we're gonna do it the same ones. Michael B. Jordan, Jeremy Pope, Bad Bunny.
It's tough.
I know.
It's insane the things I'm considering. I'm like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan, he gonna be away a lot, and Jeremy Pope too. They real busy. Actually, Bad Bunny. Look, I'm thinking. I
love it.
I gotta get rid of somebody.
Yep,
exactly. Someone you gotta get rid of.
I'm sorry this is taking me so long.
No, it should.
It's tough.
So I don't want to discriminate against Bad Bunny because he can't speak English that good. So I probably, slurp him. But then,
I'm so done.
Yeah. So. Yeah, you know what? I think I would sit Jeremy Pope and marry Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, so then you're spitting Jeremy Pope then. So he's the one you're killing. You're marrying Michael B. Jordan, and then you're fucking Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's no wrong answer because all 3 of them men could get it. So I get it.
But Michael B. Jordan seems solid, and probably is the closest to a fantasy I could envision. Okay. Like I want all parts of that. Jeremy Pope, I just don't know his, like, I'm not as much of a fan. Okay. I love him, but I haven't connected with the projects. And then Bad Bunny, that, he fine too, but that seems fun.
You said I might give him some water.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to have a good time in the summer in New York. Yes.
Hey, and we've seen them hips moves. They've been moving.
Yes, true. Exactly. You crazy for that. You don't think I ain't hear you, Correll, talk about he could get some water. Everybody gets water for the
Everybody gets water. Exactly.
But I also love if you just thanks.
Leave.
Let's get to it.
Just get to it. Amen. Like, amen.
That's when you need that. You're on task. Like, you came here with a mission.
For one reason and one reason only.
And it be
Balls
the best.
so hard, motherfuckers want to find me. Exactly.
Yeah.
One song and one song only. Girl, grab your bag. We're hopping on a flight right now, and we're going to... Where we going?
Can we? Okay, so we're gonna stop at Portugal and Lisbon just because it's on my wall of things.
Okay.
People have been saying they got a nice ballroom scene out there, and that is just yes, which is surprising. Okay. But I would be into that, and then I think honestly, I would probably go to Mexico City, but then they ain't got no beach. So Mexico City for a hot second, boop boop. Then
so we got a quick layover in Mexico City. Then we hopping over to the Lisbon, because they got the beach and the ballroom scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
I'm not mad at it.
I love
when do you feel? I've never been. It's so on our list. We say it every year. We're like, this is the year we're going to Mexico City, because everyone keeps telling us to go to Mexico City, and we just haven't done it. And we just need to pull the trigger on that one.
I'm going this year because the Vikings and the 49ers are playing. Yeah. So I'm going to go watch the Vikings and the 49ers play, and then go to PV from there for Thanksgiving. Okay. So.
Yeah. Wow, that's exciting.
I'm going to talk to you because we haven't been to PV yet this year, and we're trying to debate when we're trying to squeeze it in this year. So I'm going to talk to you, Jarrell. We might do Thanksgiving.
Okay.
See, what happens every year is Corey's like, we're going to go on vacay again on Thanksgiving, and then he's like, no, I feel like cooking and I want to have people over. It happens every year. So we'll see what happens again. We'll see.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Originally, I was going to say. Originally, I was going to say we're going to go from Mexico City to PV. But then I felt
love it.
Let me not cheat too bad.
No, I mean, we can make a little pit stop to PV. I'm not mad.
I wouldn't say no either.
Exactly.
PV's so fun.
It's a blast.
I enjoy it a lot. I really enjoy PV.
I got married.
This is my first. Yeah, that's right. You did get married there.
Yeah, so
you got married there.
Yeah. So I love it.
Is your man Puerto Vallarta?
No.
If that's a thing,
I'm not gonna say I wish. I love my husband, but there's a few down there too in them little stripper bars that could be, maybe the little poly moment, poly pocket, a little poly pocket, No, he's half Greek, half Lebanese.
Okay, word. The soft launch polyamory on the podcast.
And here's the thing: every time we go down there, the one that I have in mind recognizes him every fucking time. Because, hey, Corey. Yes. And so I'm not a jealous human being. That's the only time I'm jealous, and it's not because it's like my husband. I'm like, I want him. I saw him
first.
Me.
Choose me.
I saw him first. That is so funny.
Like every time, I don't know why he remembers my husband and not me. I'd be upset at life, but it is what it is. When do you feel your sexiest?
When I got this retwist, something about But honestly, it's really like a few days after. Okay. I feel like when people get that fresh retwist, they be looking a little scalpy, you know? You know what I mean? There'd be a lot of scalp showing.
I'm bald-headed, so my scalp is always showing, so I don't know.
But see, also, I love a bald head. There's something about a bald head, if it's got a good shape. I was talking about this with Elle last night, actually. Cutting my hair. I got a little something. Who knows? This head is shaped like something. I never was a fan. So I'm just hiding it.
You just hiding it.
I'm hiding it, and I like the way I look and all. But that's when I feel sexiest, yeah, and I think a lot of it does have to do with hair. Like the hair on my whole body. If we're like trimming up all the places, this is getting personal. And, you know, you can just much more easily access all the skin. Okay. You know, whether it's on my nipple or other areas.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
Yeah.
Are you one of the few black men who got like a nice, good sized amount of chest hair?
I don't have to show you. I don't think I can, but you can see a little teaser. Yeah,
okay. Got a little some taco meat down there. Okay, now.
There's a little chest hair there.
Yes. Ooh, I don't know which one I want. We normally end on. I'm gonna do both of them. Doja or SZA.
It's really, I mean, Doja Cat, I admire a lot, and they both fulfill different roles a lot. If I'm in a more happy, fun mood, I'm gonna listen to Doja, but if I'm trying to chill, me and this Control album and the Saturn Lana album have been so close.
I could tell by your I could tell by your Instagram, so that's why I asked the question. She does her research. It's supposed to be difficult for you.
Yeah, I can't let her go.
Okay.
Damn. I hate killing bitches. I don't want to kill nobody.
Damn, well, y'all can have this next one.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I guess we got to go back to the beginning, too. So we'll end on the beginning. But Beyonce or Janet?
That is... Let me act like it's tough. Oh. Huh.
Don't do that. Don't do that to whomever it is. You got to give them credit, both of them credit, but who you got?
I guess I have to keep Beyonce, you know. I mean, that's really...
That is so tough.
But, I mean, the truth is, I don't even know if it's generational. It's just, I didn't get into it because my parents were listening to Michael and Stevie and not much Janet for whatever reason.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. That's fair. No, that's fair.
I ain't going to say which one it was, but one of my parents had this strange aversion to women who don't wear enough clothes, like pop stars who like, why she got to be naked to sing? And I was like, what's that wrong with
body?
That? Like, I don't get the aversion to it. But anyway, I do connect with a lot of Janet's songs though. As I discover more and more, I'm like, oh, this Janet. Oh, this Janet. Oh, this Janet. I'm like, damn, she had all the hits.
All the hits.
She had so many hits and such a unique, like distinct, almost her music still stands it always feels timely.
Yeah.
I'm like, why does 1000%. This not feel old? It feels like it's of the time, like the technology and the sounds that they were using. It seems like from the future.
I agree with that statement. I agree.
Yeah.
So, since coming to the stage, you ain't have a song. Leaving the stage, what song playing?
That's the way love.
Hey,
God.
I know that's right. I love it. Well, Trey, we appreciate you taking the time to rock it with us. Where can they find you? What day does the podcast episodes come out? All that good stuff. Let the community know where to find y'all if they haven't already done so.
Yes, you can find me at Tramus. Like, I feel like me and Taylor might still have sex. Why? I made that bitch Tramus. They still nameless. Yeah. And the podcast is on all platforms. Just press play NYC. L is away. He's going to be away this Pride Month, but we got some special, new, exciting, interesting content coming up. Hey. Just press play, the replay. So look forward to that. Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. We don't release on a schedule. We don't release on a day, but each week we're going to be giving you something. We're going to give you an episode during Pride Month. And you can find that on YouTube or on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
That part. Love it. And when I'm in New York next, I'm going to have to hit you up and like, hey, what up, boo? Where we going? Where we headed?
Where are you? You're not in New York?
I live in Philly.
You live in Philly.
Yeah.
And you're on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm. And then Dewan's in Harlem. So Dewan's in New York.
Y'all
when she here.
Come on to Pride or something.
I'll be out there for Pride for one day. Like, we have a concert back in Philly that for my husband's birthday. That's Sunday, so I'll be back on that Sunday. But I'll be there at least that Saturday going into Sunday, maybe that Friday too. So TBD.
Okay,
I'll let you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, community, hopefully you're safe out there. Drell, anything else on your heart and mind, boo, before we get out of here?
I don't. Just happy Pride. And again, be as gay, as queer as you want to all month. But keep in mind, stay vigilant, okay? Y'all pay attention, okay? Because the crazies out here doing some reckless ass shit, okay? So the buddy system, don't forget, get them phones out, document, record. Just saying, just in case anything pop off. Just saying,
and you know what?
Stay ready.
And instead of asking about like water, if you need water, ask them if they registered to vote. That should be the question at hand before they come into your house and your body. The bitch, is you registered to vote, and do you have a plan to vote this year? That's the question this Pride Month. And on that note, wash your hands, your legs, and your ass too, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
I feel like I have to do my due diligence and ask you all a question. You ready for this or that?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have it.
Water-based or silicone?
Oh, silicone all day.
Silicone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foreplay stuff happening
because water gets too tacky after a moment, and
it gets sticky.
Yeah, it's just like this ain't doing what it need to do no more.
Water gets sticky. Only for a quickie.
For a quickie.
Maybe she can do you something good.
And
only because I like this question a lot. What are y'all proud of?
Well, you know what? You need to go look at last week's episode and a couple of weeks of the episode. We answered that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Shut up, bitch. I'm ready to go.
No. Go ahead.
No, but I'm very proud for some of the similar things you're talking about, just being Black and queer. And every year, I feel like I'm not the one person, but I make it my business all Pride Month to make sure that we are talking about the queer POC agenda for Pride Month, that we're talking about being Black, we're talking about being queer, and we're reminding all these white gays you won't have shit as far as queerness if it wasn't for our people. So what you're not about to do is erase the past because you want to live in the future. Ain't no future, ain't no today without the past. So we're not having any of that. So I'm proud to walk into every room to check business on that. So that's what I'm proud about.
I know that's right. Mine is, I'm going to keep mine the same as what I said a few weeks ago, is that despite what everyone thinks and despite what everyone has done out there, despite, I'm still joyful. I'm still happy. I'm not bitter. I'm not jaded, because it could be very easy to be that today and every day, quite frankly. Being Black and queer, there's so much stacked against us. They haven't stolen my joy. So I'm going to still show up, be happy. I'm going to still crack a joke. I'm going to still laugh because it makes them mad. that I'm still this happy and still got shit to contribute to society despite everything that they're throwing this way. So I'm gonna stay happy because they can't take that. They could try to take my voting away. They could try to take my marriage away. They could try to. But if I still show up joyful, that shit make people mad because they're like, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. Like, I know what I'm throwing at you. Wait, why are you still laughing? Why are you still happy? Because it is bigger than y'all. Like, it's bigger than y'all. So that's what I'm proud about. That, like, despite everything that comes my way, bitch, I'm still happy. You can't take that shit from me.
You better than me because ain't no way I'm being joyful. They take away my voting rights and my marriage. You ain't getting out a nail lick of joy out of me.
It doesn't mean that I'm not still like upset about things. It means despite that, I can still show up and get shit done and still show up and fight that I want my voting back, my marriage back, all this stuff. I'm going to still show up and smile about this shit. I'm not happy about it. But guess what? Me finding ways to still find light fucks them up way more than me trying to be as petty and destructive as they are. And that's what makes them continually be mad even to this day. They're like, we've been fighting y'all hoes for centuries. Why? Because we can, ho. And it make them mad. It make them mad every time.
Well, let me go ahead and find a new light because my light lives in violence. Okay, my light shines and meeting energy and meeting people where they are.
Too.
We need that too. I find joy and face value. You get what you get. So
yes,
I get it.
Again, you need both.
Yeah, 1,000%. Exactly. So
all
I love
right.
those questions. Thank you, boo.
Oh my God, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
And happy Pride.
Happy Pride, love.
To you too, baby.
Yes. That's it.
There we go. Well, community, wash your hands and let your ass. Bye.